Hey, welcome back to my channel. This is Shawn, the Realtor guy from Portland, Oregon. In today's video, we're going to look at the Clackamas County. Clackamas County includes Lake Oswego, West Linn, Gladstone, Oregon City, Happy Valley, da. Now, I'm going to look at the last 2 weeks, what's happened. Traditionally, beginning of the January is when the real estate market just almost wakes up. Voila! It's just like everything jumps. I guess it is that, Christmas time, or sometimes we have like snowstorm type of situation where some weeks are just completely dead. I was checking out the lockbox access. On Christmas Day, there were 78 lockboxes were open, which means that about 50 realtors actually worked on Christmas Day. But every other day, it jumps to like hundreds or thousands in some cases. So we're going to just look at, let's see, active listing first. So in the last 2 weeks, there are 483 active listings. No, I'm sorry. That is the entire listing. I didn't include that last 2 weeks because that doesn't mean a lot. What's available right now is 483 listings in the Clackamas County. Out of that, in the last 2 weeks, pending listings, 70 pending listings, which is almost double of the sold listings. So you can see the market is kind of heating up. It's selling a little bit faster. More homes are going under contract. And one thing, the other thing that kind of jumps at me is that the price per square foot has improved quite a bit. $340 per square foot. That's pretty much average. That's including like Lake Oswego, very expensive neighborhood, and Milwaukie on the lower end. But averaging it out, $340, that's quite a bit of jump from the sold listing at $289 per square foot. The other thing that I noted is that there's actually one for sure bank-owned listings as active. So it has under like auction, and which I haven't seen in a while, but I see more and more. I've seen a few short sales in the past too, in the last month or two. Now I see some foreclosures as well. The number is pretty low, and I've seen 2008, 9, 10 number of foreclosures, which was just crazy compared to what's going on right now. I don't think you should be concerned too much about it. But that's something that I noted. The highest list price is about $9 million. The lowest is $309,000. Yeah, English number is kind of tough on me. You should listen to me, the Korean number counting when it comes to money. It's way more confusing. Let's see. Out of 70 pending, the lowest list is $160,000. Oof, that's got to be one of those like fixer home. One thing that I always check is the average days on the market, which is 88 days. So you can safely say in average, it took about 3 months to get an offer. The median days on the market is 70 days. And average square footage, that tells me there are a lot of bigger homes in this pool right now. And the price-wise, average list is almost $800,000. That tells me a lot of movement in West Linn and Lake Oswego is happening, it looks like. One last thing is that the sold listing percentage of sold price per original list price, OLP, is like at around 92.61%, which means that there has been a lot of price cuts and seller concessions, and that pretty much brings down. And this is, a lot of it is a seasonality too. During the December market, When you get an offer during December, there's a chance that you may actually get a lower price per square foot offer. And that's what it happened here. And it sold a little bit faster, 52 and 71 compared to 70 and 88. And the homes are much bigger in a way, right there. 2,800 versus 2,346 square feet. And then sold unlisted. This that's kind of anomaly. They actually got more than the regular sale. Let's see. Yeah, so that's what's happened in the last 2 weeks in the Clackamas County. To talk about a few key points of what's happening in 10,000 feet view, like nationwide, is that, as you might have heard, that the government is buying the mortgage bond for about $200 billion worth. So the mortgage rate dropped pretty much down to about 5.65%. On Point, which I go to check. On Point is where 30-year fixed today is 5.625% is what's happening, which is the lowest that I've seen the last about four years now. And then he's talking about banning the institutional investors buying single family homes. I believe when they say institutional investor, meaning owning more than 100 homes, which is kind of odd, but that is the number. And if that goes through the Congress, then there's good chance that there should be less competition for the home buyers, everyday American home buyer, which then slows down the appreciation a little bit easier to win in multiple offer situation, or it may kind of soften that price a little bit because it will have a lower demand. And for sellers who want to pocket the most money, it may not be the best news, but in most cases it is, because sellers who sell, a lot of times they buy too. So you may make a little less money on selling, but you can get a better deal on buying. And so that's what I see right now. And they're going to reduce, in my opinion, don't sue me for this. They're going to reduce the mortgage rate even more. I wouldn't be surprised to see about 5.5% in the next month or so. Now, that's what's happening in the real estate market. But one last key point is that the local real estate market data is way more important than what you see on CNBC or Yahoo Real Estate News, that they talk about the entire country, which may not be that relevant to Oregon, especially our Tri-County real estate market. So if you have any questions about the current market, please give me a call at 503-515-4499. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day.